pair of powerful Pure Wings 2 fans, and intentional support for 360 radiators. Click the link in the description for more info. What's cracking, people? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today we are building a full-blown system from the ground up. The objective of this build is going to be so that theoretically, those of you who might be building a system of your own at home can assemble it almost in real time as you watch the build mine. And so this is really just to help those of you who are maybe pressure on how to assemble this stuff. So hopefully that makes sense, and it's going to be a lengthier video because of that. It's more of a casual and relaxed environment to teach users or new users how to build it. I will say that even if you're not building a Ryzen system, if I'm building an AMD Ryzen system, even if you're building an Intel-based computer, you can still apply 95% of what I'm going to do today to your system. It doesn't really matter. The only real differences are the installation, is degrees on different platforms, and cooler installation, which in itself can vary greatly, even on the same platform, depending on which manufacturer of cooler you're going with. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, am I just building this computer just for you guys? No, of course not. This is actually going to be my cousin's that I helped him assemble, or that I helped him pick up the parts for. I actually did a video, you can go ahead and check that out, where I sort of make a parts list, and that parts list looks drastically different from the hardware you used before me, because I went back to the drawing board several times, and it's like, no, that doesn't make sense, that's stupid, so I've swapped it out from, it was originally going to be an Intel system, and now it's AMD Ryzen. What do you know? Just seems to make more sense with its budget and stuff. For those of you curious, the build we're looking at today is around $1,200 MSRP, so give or take $100 or so, depending on the prices. How they fluctuate all the time and stuff. But let's go ahead and go over the parts, shall we? One by one. I'm going to do it really quick because we've got a lot of building to do right now. So first up, our CPU of the hour is Ryzen 5 1600 6-core 12-thread part, boosted up to 3.6 GHz. I am going to try to push that a bit further with a manual overclock for Brandon. He's not into overclocking, he's not familiar with it, so I'm going to try to get the most performance out of it as I can. With the help of this cooler. Now, this was originally the cooler that Brandon bought and paid for. Is this one right here. This is the CryoRig H7, a really great price-performance cooler. However, I forgot to tell Brandon to also pick up or order AM4 bracket to go along with it, because it doesn't come with one, so it's not supported with Ryzen natively out of the box. So it's going to take probably a few weeks for that bracket to get here. So in the meantime, I'm going to knock to a N8 12S. Fantastic cooler. Brandon can decide if he wants this one or swap it out for the 7 once the bracket arrives, that sort of thing. So that takes care of that. We've also got a B350 Tomahawk motherboard from MSI. This is a fantastic little budget board. I believe this is one of the ones that has the PLX chip, so it supports crossfire and all that jazz. It's really nice, sort of a black and red color scheme. Actually, the red is very subtle on the VRM thing. Probably shouldn't clash with anything else in the rig. But fantastic little board here that is going to be paired with the GTX 1070 Super Clock Edition from good old GA. This is still, I think, one of the more affordable 1070s that you can find on the market. However, it's a blazing fast card, and it's certainly going to kick ass and raise some frames for today's system. The memory kit, I almost forgot about that down there. It's a 16 gigabyte kit. Where did you get that 18 gigabyte kit from? 16 gig kit and still Ripjaws 5, DDR4 at 3000 megahertz. I am also going to try to overclock that 100, as that does help Ryzen gaming performance some. Hopefully the B3 Tomahawk here is able to handle that. Our storage configuration consists of 2 drives, the first of which being 250 gig W-Flu. That's actually an SSD, not a mechanical hard drive like you might have thought at first. Yeah, WD makes freaking SSDs now, and they actually call them the same name as the mechanical drives. But nonetheless, it's a pretty SSD. I've never used it before personally or tested it, so hopefully it works and it's fast enough. And we've got a 1 terabyte WD mechanical hard drive for his for all the games and stuff. Obviously, heavy storage, media, that sort of thing. I should mention that we are installing Windows 10 4-bit on that SSD as well. We've got the Sonic 650 watt power supply. This is a modular unit and 80 plus gold certified, yo. So incredibly power efficient. And it's also, what was I going to say? It's Seasonic. Seasonic is a great power supply brand. They are very reputable. So hopefully this one will handle this particular fine. And then finally, our case of the hour is S40 Elite White. I gave Brandon a couple options. really wanted a white case, so I gave him this one along with like 3 or 4 other popular white cases. This is the one he came out with. I was like, this is the one. This one right here. I completely agree. I love this case myself. I've built a couple systems in it already. It's got a beautiful tempered glass side panel. It's got radiator support at the front in case you want something later down the line. And it's just a really nice chassis for not too much money. And then finally, just to give ourselves a little bit of an aesthetic bump to the rig, I have included some Fantex white extension steel. It's nice and pretty. Oh, there's one more thing. As a thank you, Brandon, for letting me build his rig and film it on the channel, I am throwing in, free of charge, an NGX Plus RG LED unit, which is probably the biggest, baddest, most awesome RG accessory had here in 2017. So that's going to definitely spice things up and add some bling. Definitely going to give us a bling factor for today's build. Those are all the parts, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm done rambling. I'm going to go ahead and start building. So if you guys, those of you who are building your own systems at home right now, what I'm going to suggest is that you grab your CPU, aka your desktop processor, and your main board, or your motherboard, because that's generally where I like to start build. So let's start there. All right, y'all. I'm going to take it somewhat out of its package. I want to make sure not to touch it unless I have to. So it's still sort of in a little box for now. But I've also removed the motherboard from anti-static. And you'll notice there's a bunch of other stuff on this table. I'm going to go over everything. But when you take your motherboard out of the box, you want to also take out a few important accessories along with it so that they're just